Kind of pain that's visited this island, you know, the space. Does that come anywhere close to the level of atrocities that have been experienced, death? You know, so it's a stupid, silly little analogy. It's a stupid, silly little metaphor. So I mean, that's been the problem. I've been here for a week, you know, trying to find, you know, okay, what do you do? What do you do in a place that we're in an island where everything has been done historically, you know, through time, where there have been so many invasions and movements of people and so much shock. So I mean, this is nothing. Right? It's stupid, it's silly, it's performance art. Right? So, you know, what else? What other kind of expiation? right? This. Thanks. Okay, is that adequate? Is that sufficient? Is that a proper metaphor for the city? The body, the city as a body, the body as a city? Or then there's measurement and proportion. Right? You could say, okay, we'll do a measurement and proportion of the city, of the island, and the division. What do you, in Greek, what is it? The dead zone?
Necrizoni.
Huh?
Necrizoni.
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 So you could measure, different aspects of the environment. Uses that as its stage. There's something amazingly beautiful about the disjuncture, about the cutting of the city, that the spaces it produces are quite remarkable. So you have this, this is the barricade on this side. Barricade comes from the word barrel. And on the other side you have another barricade, and then you have that dead zone in the middle, right? And in that dead zone, that something else begins to happen. If you've ever been to North and South Korea, the space in between North and South Korea has become a new ecological zone where people haven't been going because of the mines which are there. And so plants have been growing there and animals have been reproducing, and a kind of ecosystem has developed that is completely non-human, produced by human politics. So that's kind of interest here as well. So what is, just continuing my measurement and proportions. Well, I'm measuring the street. It's nice to know exactly what the distance is between things. What would you guess? Got any guesses before I get there? Do you think in feet, or do you think in meters? Meters? How many meters are there? This is 5 meters right here. Clearly I'm not experienced with, I'm not an expert at corsets. Should become better. You never know when skills like this are going to be needed. Ah, there we go. Interesting. Subwoofers do overheat.
maybe I pushed it. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to need some help from somebody in the audience. You've seen how it's done in the films, right? You kind of place your foot against the person's back and you pull these strings until the corset is tight. Would somebody be willing to help me? So, yeah. Ah, yes, close the gap. Close, close that gap. Yeah, close that gap. Yes. Oh, God. Yes, I feel tighter. All that sludgy stuff is now getting put in line. The proportions are becoming clearer. Yes. Yes, this is what peace looks like, right? Oh, yes. Close that gap. Yeah. Ooh. This is 19th century pleasures. How are we doing? Is the gap closed? Do we still have a dead zone?
No.
In between? How many inches do we have? How many centimeters? Can somebody please measure? Where's the measure?
Where
Can somebody measure the gap?
Όχι έτσι, μάλλον εννοεί.
Οριζόντια.
Ναι.
Οριζόντια.
What do we have?
11, 12 centimeters.
11.
Oh, maybe we can get 10 at least.
Κάτω έτσι.
Make some space. Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
Make it a nice round number. Yeah, okay, that must be 10. It feels like 10.
Maybe a bit less.
9.
Yeah. Okay, so is it tied? So it doesn't slip back out. Is the pressure of the water, the blood, and the guts, and the fat will expand it again. Life itself. Yes? Tight. Okay. Can you try it? Does anybody recognize this?
Ιαπωνικός χαιρετισμός.
All right. Okay, a few more times. Perception. Assent. Comprehension. And is cataleptic. Okay, in Greek, kapalepsis. Kapalepsis. Fantasia. Okay? Perception, assent, comprehension, catalepsis, and knowledge. Okay? Zeno came up with these gestures to explain his theory of knowledge. This pissing on everything came Stoicism, right? And Stoicism became the foundational, you might say, philosophy of this island. All right, Stoicism. Now, Stoicism then produced its opposite, which is skepticism. Its dialectical opposite, and that came from Pyrrho of Elis. Okay, but Pyrrho of Elis actually preceded Zenon, but came after Crates. All right, or was quite almost at the same time. You know, and these dates of birth and death are of course estimated. Okay, but Zenon came up with this gestural description of knowledge, of a theory of knowledge. I find it quite remarkable. Okay, so once again, perception, assent. Now, what is assent? Assent. So you perceive, you assent. You agree with a notion of your perception, with that perception, or you agree with a concept of perception. And then comprehension, which comes from grasp in Greek, right? What is the word for grasp? Grasp? Okay, it's there, right? Okay, so it's cataleptic is related to grasp, is it? Okay, yeah, okay. And then knowledge. How do you say the Greek for knowledge? Sorry.
Gnosis.
Gnosis.
Yes.
Gnosis. Ah, yes. Okay, I know that. Okay. All right. So now gnosis is this. So you can either do it as one person, but it's about collaboration, right? It's the two coming together. So this is my suggestion. That we go through it. Okay, but do this to the person next to you. Okay? So you add your hand to the person next to you. Okay? So here we go again. Okay? Okay? Okay, you do it with me. Okay? You have to be ambidextrous to do this. You have to use both hemispheres. Okay, once more. All right, try again. Do you know how to extract DNA?
So we have homogenized leaves, all mashed up, squeezed. And you know, DNA is tied up into the nucleus of the cell. And we need to get into that nucleus. So we need to bring the leaves and get the cells in a slurry. So try to get the air out and mix everything. And you pour everything into the coffee filter. Oh. It's not gonna be purified. It's a really dirty DNA, but it's DNA. It's enough. You need to pour it really gently. And that's how you get some DNA at home.